Hello, dear Gemini. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for February of 2021. And dear Gemini, your ruling planet Mercury is retrograde during most of February. And therefore, old situations could be coming back. People from the past. There will be miscommunication. Mercury retrograde is more about doing the inner work or working over the details, trying to perfect things before you move forward. Any new relationships that begin on a Mercury retrograde are not going to be long-term. So for those of you that are single, not a good time to start something if you want a long-term connection. All right, it is Valentine's Day as well, so it is a very big month of love. There is a party going on in Aquarius, which is a fellow air sign. So everything that's going on in Aquarius will be blessing you. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the Divine Feminine. Mars, if you know where your Mars is and you're a Divine Masculine, you can check that out for love. And of course, North Node, which is... North Node is our trajectory, where we should be heading towards. It's our fate. So calling on Spirit in relation to love of February 2021 for Gemini. I'm doing a relationship cross, dear Gemini. I will explain as I go through. So looking at the connection you're in, or you're hoping to be in the now position, which will be mainly, well, I'm doing the reading at the beginning of the month, so around about there. Or for those of you that watch this video at the end of the month, I suppose the message could be important for you then. You can take it that way as well. So with a world card, you could be connecting with someone that is at a distance or someone that's from a different culture, different background, different beliefs. So different area of the world, which could include different culture, different religion as well. So what about the distant past? We have the Hermit. So we've got Virgo energy. The Hermit is someone being in their cave, not being out there. This could be a secretive connection as well. A hidden connection. You could be dealing with a Virgo, could be their sun, their moon, or their rising. Let's see what you brought to the table. So this area here is you. Page of Pentacles. You were studying something long-term. So you were looking at this relationship as being something that could last forever. Maybe you were even hoping to have children. Generally speaking, you are taking on the energy of the student. Now, the house of Gemini is the house of learning anyway. So let's see what the other person brought to the table. Ten of Swords. Looks like they put an end to this connection, or they felt backstabbed by you. It could go either way, because the World card can mean a completion of a major karmic cycle. Okay, now this could mean the ending of a chapter as well, a successful ending of a chapter, a karmic cycle that needed to end. Remember that the Ten of Swords many times can work differently, in the sense that it does end a chapter and therefore it's a restart. So Ace of Swords is clarity, it's truth, it could be communication, truth instead of deception from the other person or from you. Look, the swords are in the other person's back. It could go either way, but how I see it is, because the other person is positioned here, they've got the swords in their back. So you can flip the reading over if the story puts you in this position. Okay, so let's see what the outcome is. Three of Swords, not easy. Dear Gemini, it looks like this story is ended, has ended. Three of Swords is that there's a big heartache here. Three of Swords, not easy. There's external factors that are in the way of this connection. It may have been a karmic relationship as well, which you're still probably trying to heal in the future. Remember that the World card can also mean a marriage. So this could mean a breakup of a marriage as well, if there's been deception, a third person in the picture. So depending on who you are, this may or may not be your story, Gemini. What's at the bottom here? We've got the Six of Pentacles, which can speak of legalities for me. Usually does show the scales here, so that could be talking about an imbalance or a pending separation. Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. Maybe there wasn't any generosity here. Maybe one person was giving more than the other. Okay, we're going to take more cards and see what's going on. Let's have a look at the Lenormand. I will be taking more cards on your positions here. Now, it doesn't mean for all of you that this is fully gone and over. Remember what I said, for some of you, this is a chapter or a karmic cycle that you had to end. Maybe even closing the door on a past connection if there's been an external interference. And the interference doesn't have to be another love relationship, of course. It could also be a family member, a situation, could be anything. So let's see for Gemini, please Spirit, Gemini. We've got the Star card. We've got the Clover. And we've got the Mask. So a sense of deception or someone wearing a false self-mask. I'm wondering if you're dealing with an Aquarius. Could be Sun, Moon, Rising. We've got Virgo here as well. But we've also got, well, Virgo is the Earth. Could be any other Earth sign. Let's take another card on that mask. We've got the Garden. So what I feel here with this spread here is, well, the Star is a wish fulfillment. You feel lucky, you feel like your wish is fulfilled. Could it mean that the masks are finally falling now? And what comes through is the Garden, which speaks of benevolence. It's very Venusian. It's being out there, being social. And why do I see this as... Because it's a 4, it can speak of home and family, which the deception or the lies or the backstabbing may have come from either a mother figure or from a home, or the deception was within a home. But with the mask being here and having two very beneficial cards right next to the mask, it says that whatever you find out, whatever, the unmasking is about, will bring you positivity here. Okay, so it's interesting. What's at the bottom of the deck here? And we've got the Snake, and the snake speaks of transformation, but it's also poison and healing as well. Remember this, the snake, the serpent, can mean the forbidden fruit, which means another woman, jealousy from another person, a third person, which could have been, many times it could be from a mother-in-law who is jealous of the daughter-in-law because of her son. So it can go very different for each of you. So we'll have to see. Let's take more cards. See what else comes through. So let's look at the Romance Angels. Now I'm going to say for some of you, those of you that felt very lucky, some of you may have even deceived yourselves, because the masks coming off could also have you single and out there searching for new love, dear Gemini. That could be the case as well, because you're going through transformation, your love life. We've got a divine masculine here, very romantic, could be earth or water. Someone that's showing up as very romantic, but the snake is sitting right on top of him, so he's very innocent. I'm wondering if it's this person that was wearing the mask that had another nature to what they actually show. Or once you get rid of the, you transform your life, I suppose there could be a chance to have someone that's more romantic and more grounded. So that could be the old relationship or the new. Let's take more cards and see. So Gemini, please, Spirit, in February, we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And this is my Archangel Michael card. So if you're going through a hard time, dear Gemini, you need to release. You need to release, just like the snake does. It sheds the old and it grows new skin. So this is like a rebirth that you're going through. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So it doesn't necessarily have to mean that this is going to be a new person. Because we've got an ex and a soulmate. I don't know in which timeline these people came into your life, because there's been deception. It looks like a double mask. Maybe both of you were not being truthful in the situation you were in. Okay, the deception may have come from both sides as well. What's at the bottom of the deck? Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So that means that you're in a bit of a tough position. If you're asking your friends for help, obviously that's not easy with releasing your ex. Look at that. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. We've got soulmate and we've got the twin flame card as well. Wow, that's interesting. Very interesting. Let's look at the Black Moon astrology cards. Reconciliation, people coming back from the past, is not unfounded or uncommon with Mercury retrograde, especially being your planet. And it's interesting because Virgo is also ruled by Mercury. I'm wondering if you're dealing with a Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising could even be their North Node. We've got Cancer and I Feel. So Cancer is, it's the fourth house. The fourth house of family. Cancer can signify a mother as well. Cancer can have to do with the past. Interesting that we've got a 16 here and a 16 here with the star card. So could you be dealing with a Cancerian that could be at a distance, or an Aquarian which has got strong Cancer energies? You know, the 16 is also the Tower. It's like a major shift. So maybe this is an awakening either for you, or, you know, if you're dealing with a Cancerian, this could be awakening on their part. Remember, the 16 is the Tower. So it's an awakening, it's an epiphany, it's a shock. And I feel, well, it says I feel here. I feel with the I feel card that maybe the intuition was there. You felt it, but you didn't, maybe you didn't trust your intuition on this matter. Okay, so let's take more cards, more tarot, and see what's going on. What is really going on? We've got the Six of Wands beneath, which is the card of balance, success, recognition. It can speak of ego as well. Someone is way above the others. There's a strong egotistical strong egotistical persona maybe that you've been dealing with. And we've got Cancer. Leo is here as well. Look, in the World card, we've got Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Taurus. So we've got, it's interesting that we've got Cancer, we've got Leo, Gemini. I mean, yes, you are very connected to the Cancer energy. It's right next to you in the chart. Leo is not so close to you, but the Leo energies, remember that Leo can speak of taking a risk. It's like wanting to create. It's also the house of flirtation. It can also be the house of children. So I don't know how that Leo energy speaks to you, unless you're dealing with an Aquarius, which right opposite Aquarius is Leo. So let's have a look. A lot of information. Let's look at the now. Why do we have the World card here? Why do we have a cycle that's ending successfully? We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, someone's single here. This is the Virgo card also. We've got the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is someone that's open to emotion. Could be very emotional, very psychic as well. Could be a Cancer. Could be also of Pisces. I'm going to say why, because we've got lots of Virgo. Opposite Virgo is the sign of Pisces. Could also be Scorpio. Scorpio is a fixed water sign. Let's look at the past. Let's look at the past. The distant past. How was the relationship? There was true love here. There was true love. There was a beginning in love. And it may have been a spiritual connection as well. We do have, remember, reconciliation, which is my twin flame card, and the soulmate, calling in the soulmate because your prayers have been answered. So love started in the distant past. Whether it was with this person or not, I'm not sure. And we've got the Emperor here. Why do I feel like the Emperor is someone that you're needing to leave behind? Aries, Taurus. We do have release your ex. And when we talk about a soulmate connection, well, there's many layers in the tarot, don't forget. Look, the Emperor can be very temperamental, very quick-tempered, very restricting and limiting, doesn't show emotion. We've got the Ace of Cups here. Either that you were connected to an Emperor and there was no love. It was more about doing business with the Emperor. And or a spiritual connection began from the past while you were still married with someone that was, you know, as someone who sits on a throne. So he's a leader in his own right in whatever he does, okay? He's top-notch, he's a CEO, he's the head of a certain company, okay? Can speak of the head of the home as well. Let's look at what you brought to the table with that Page of Pentacles. Where are you at? What's going on? Nine of Swords, so lots of worry. You've been worrying, not sleeping well. Not sleeping well, too much to worry about. The Magician, that is you, logically. The Magician is Gemini, Virgo. Interesting. Magician is an ace. You've got an ace up your sleeve. What the advice is here is that you need to stop worrying and more so take action. Now, the Magician does speak of communication. So let's see, because he holds all the tools to make the magic. Let's look at this backstabbing area. We've got the Four of Pentacles, which is usually my Taurus card. It's the Miser card. Someone put more importance in money than love. Taurus, I just said, there's the Taurus card. We've got the Hierophant. Or this is saying that the other person was already in a commitment, maybe, or from a different religion. That may have been the deal breaker. It could mean that that person, for some of you, this person is still holding you in close to their heart. Or you were dealing with a partner that was just maybe even hiding money. And look at the difficult energy of the Taurus card here. He's holding a whip. This is narcissistic. This is someone who's putting more value in money, in what they need is power, control. That's what I see. The Emperor can be that as well. Let's take more cards. If you are severing ties with a character such as this, Gemini, then I'm going to take my hat off to you. Let's take another card. And we've got the Strength card. So there's Leo energies here as well. Or there's distrust. There's distrust here. There was distrust. Now, on another hand, if this person, a soulmate connection, which was maybe from a different religion, different background, they had different upbringing, the Strength card is also a card of control, but it also speaks of patience. With the Hierophant here, it's talking about changes taking place. It could also mean keep the faith, don't lose faith in this connection that you are holding in your heart. If there was, let's say that I'm talking to a cross-watcher now, right? So this is the other person. If they've been like, they thought that this is over, this could also be saying that keep the faith. Now, could it be another person, a soulmate that is holding on to the faith? If, dear Gemini, let's say that you close the door on them, maybe they're holding on to this love connection and they're being patient. It could go either way. Let's look at that Three of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords, which can be an argument, a fight. It's not easy energies. Maybe there was a difficult breakup, or there's going to be a difficult breakup. Nine of Wands, not an easy energy here. Someone is, they feel a sense of imprisonment. They really want to get out of this. Unless there's quick communication here, I feel that this Three of Swords will linger on. I feel that someone is really so desperate. I feel that there's a sense of desperation here for communication, for clearing of the slate, for clearing one's life, the clearing and, clearing the slate and rebuilding anew, very strongly here. And I feel that someone is very desperate to do that. Let's take a couple more cards. We've got the Sun. The Sun is clarity. It's also healing. And we've got the Lovers. Dear Gemini, looks like you did have a choice. Looks like you did have a choice. And you may also be leaving someone who has trust issues. I'm going to say even psychological issues here with the Nine of Wands. This person looks like they're in a sense of desperation after the heartbreak. Not a healthy energy. Not a healthy energy. But this can also speak of, and for maybe one or two of you out there, that you're probably going to need to seek legal advice if you are dealing with a very sensitive situation such as this. For those of you that share children and someone is threatening, let's say, threatening to take the children off you, or, keep you bound by any situation, use anything against you in court, I would say that with the Sun card here, which the Sun card is all about creation. Remember, it's the soul. And the Lovers card here, because the Lovers card is at number 6, which speaks of balance. And I feel that it's more important, it's very important to have good communication, seek professional advice if it is necessary as well. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords we know is the divorcee. Queen of Swords can also be someone who is a legal advisor, or this could be a judge. Queen of Swords is Libra. This could be also someone who could be giving you good advice, sound advice, or this could be you standing strong, standing in your convictions where your truth is concerned and having done the right thing. So some of you could be moving quickly into legalities, letting go of a narcissistic, toxic connection, going through transformation. What comes after that? Well, the Sun. The Sun is, it's a very strong card where love and relationships are concerned. So, Ten of Wands, you're closing up a chapter. Let's take other cards and see what's going on. Let's just take one card on the Six of Pentacles, which was the general energy. I forgot to take on that. And we've got the Six of Swords. So, leaving troubles behind and sort of moving towards calmer waters. Getting yourself out of trouble and out of hot water, if that is what you're dealing with, dear Gemini. And you need to trust your intuition. Remember, the Cancer, I feel. For those of you that are in a situation that's not healthy, in a home, Cancer is the home. In a situation at home that is not healthy, you need to move along, move away. Release your ex, it says here. Let's have a look at the Island Time Wellness, the Oracle. For those of you that need help, let your friends help you, it says here. Because I'm going to say the snake, it can be jealousy, it can be a jealous female, it can also be a sexual connection, which can turn quite addictive, or because it's the forbidden fruit, it can be quite poisonous. The bite of this snake, and this could be an enemy. Enemy, someone who is not a friend, more so a foe in your life. So let's take the Island Time Wellness. We've got happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. And that is the card of Paradise. Let's see what comes after. The Sword and Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. And the Golden Mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Doesn't matter which order they come through. I'm going to say something that started off as paradise started to turn sour with a golden mirror here. A heavy realization that you were dealing with a narcissist that you need to sever ties with. Let's take one more card on that golden mirror. And we have separation, release your ex, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. Someone is missing either you or you're missing them. Okay, so let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. There are the masks. Not showing true feelings. Hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Difficult things that Gemini is dealing with here, but it's going to be healthy to get rid of those masks, dear Gemini. Now, there is a chance that in the future, remember that we have three, sometimes four Mercury retrogrades in each year. At this retrograde, I believe you're doing the work to heal your heart. There is love coming through. Queen of Cups is someone that's usually with an open heart. But remember that the Queen of Cups can also mean self-love. For some of you, you could be just, giving to yourself. Some of you are single. You do have the potential or for someone to come from the past, because we've got the Ace of Cups here and we've got the Sun card here. And it's someone from the past with the Paradise card being the first card out, I would say. So with the Lovers, remember, it's a choice. It's a choice, and it's a very powerful connection which has been very challenging for you. If this is your soulmate or the person you want to reconcile with, what's beneath that? We've got passion. So a lot of passionate energies from the past. But I feel that you've sort of suffered because of the Hermit. Remember that the Hermit is someone gone in their cave. So maybe this person disappeared for whatever reason. I have spoken a lot about many reasons that this could have happened. But nevertheless, it looks like someone's going through a separation here. Now, whether it's you or for the cross watchers, the other person, I don't know. But they're the messages. Let's take some handwritten cards and see what's going on. It's interesting that you've got Six of Pentacles here, which is the general energy, and this is a card of generosity. And you've got the Six of Swords. Remember with the Star card that I said you could have been dealing with someone that was at a distance. Now, Six of Swords is someone traveling over water. So I'm just wondering if your soulmate is coming through. Because your soulmate is being called in. As long as you release your ex. Let's see. It was wonderful. We had fun, but I must now move on. That's the Eight of Cups. You were cold, distant to me. I needed more passion. That's the Two of Wands. Waiting for you to make your choice. I won't be waiting forever. Interesting. We've got the Hanging Man here. We've got a 12, which is Pisces. So a major cycle that needed to end. Remember, Pisces, unconditional loving, it can also mean confusion, lack of clarity, sacrifice, deception. Let's take another card. The timing is not right. Maybe tomorrow. That's the Seven of Pentacles. So here we've got a 19, which is the Leo card, the Sun. It says the timing is not right now. Maybe tomorrow, which says just around the corner, dear Gemini. Okay, now the Seven of Pentacles is usually my Capricorn card, which Capricorn is all about having to grow. You know, Capricorn is very limiting. It's the devil energy, logically. And unless you release your ex, there won't be any room to bring in new love or an old love that needs to fill in that void. Because I do feel, Gemini, that you are dealing with a void. It will be filled very soon. The timing is not right, maybe tomorrow, and today is actually the 2nd of February. Well, whenever you watch this reading, maybe tomorrow for you personally. Okay, so I will leave it there, dear Gemini. I do hope that it gave you a little bit of clarity and understanding of what's going on in your love life. I want to thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I'd love to hear your stories. I read all the comments. Well, if a soulmate is coming through, or a reconciliation, which for some of you it may happen in this Mercury retrograde. For others of you, it may happen in the next Mercury retrograde. I do feel mainly that you need to let your friends help you. You need to prepare for the entrance of your soulmate, which will come through as long as you've shed that old skin and you're not carrying that dead weight, old issues from the past. Okay? And some of you could also be moving house with the Cancer card here. So, thank you so much, dear Gemini. I do hope that life treats you well, treats you with love. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.